Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Judy Jandora. I am doing something I haven't done before. I'm doing a series of 12 videos for each sun sign on the zodiac for a tarot reading for this year. I'm kind of getting started a little bit late, but it should be interesting because I know that there's a lot of energy coming up and it's speaking to me now. It's speaking through me, I believe, through these tarot cards, and this kind of wants to be done, so here I am. This particular reading, this video is for Taurus, the second sign of the zodiac, between birthdays between April 20th and May 20th. So these, I'm using two different decks. The Llewellyn signature deck, which I've been using for years, and then the Morgan Greer deck, which is kind of new to me. So this is really kind of outside of my comfort zone because I'm using a completely different deck and I'm doing a completely different spread that I've ever done before too. But it feels really good. It feels really powerful. And I'm really excited to share this with you. I know that the energy in these readings is really potent, and there is a resonance that feels like it's coming through me and to you. So I'm really excited to share this with you. So what I'm doing is two separate decks, one on top, one on bottom there, and they're both for the first two on the left hand side, one from each, is kind of the overall energy for the month of March for Taurus, and then each one of the four duels, the four rows, are each week, and the energy of each week from each deck. So each deck is telling its own story. I'm going to read them separately, and then I'm going to marry them up. Actually, I might just pull them all together. I did the separate one for Aries, and it took about 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to cut that down a little bit. And go ahead and get started. So this is for you, Taurus, for the month of March, each week, 2016. Let's see what we've got for you. The Morgan Greer, I'm still not used to the name of it. The Morgan Greer deck, this one right here, it's great. Its overall feel for the month is the Nine of Pentacles. Check her out. Quite exotic, isn't she? Quite exotic. And she is just dripping in jewels. She's also absolutely, oh gosh, she's rich. She's rich inside and out. Because she's rich inside, her outside is just aligned, and she's eating grapes. She is amused. She's amused at what's around her. She has her exotic bird with her. Such trust, great intuition, just absolute. It's kind of, she found her place in the world through her own understanding, and so this is a really great card. Really great card, I think. It's one of my faves, and I have a few, but it's a really great card. So for that to be the overall feel for the month is really awesome. So it looks like your March is going to be really great. Let's start with the first week. And in the first week, we've got, this is the second time this has shown up. Not sure. Anyway, so this is the first week, and this is the Hermit card. This is the Nine. Nine is, again, wow, just got, I'm afraid I'm like reading in last, the Aries reading. I gotta stop that. I'm not good. I'm not used to this. So anyway, here we go. We've got the Nine and the Hermit for the first week for you, Taurus. And for this is March 2. So this is actually saying you've done the work. You've gone deep. You've gone into the darkness. You've gone into yourself. And now is the time to light your light, that star. Look at that. And it's kind of like you're using your star. You're staying instead of going. You're staying to help. You're using that star to lighten the way and shine bright, kind of shine a light on in the darkness for others. And you had to do that for yourself first. And it's like it's melting away the cold, the chill, all of the others. So this is going to be the first week. This is going to be feeling like you're really assisting others. You're really lighting the way for them. You'll probably find yourself, with people calling on you and asking for your help, and you'll know what to do because you've done your own work. So that's a great card. That's a wonderful card for the first week. Again, overlit by this beautiful Nine of Pentacles, which is a woman who's really in her own power. So you've got a woman in her own power, and the Hermit, which is being able to now take all of that wisdom that you've gained in the form of light information and share that. Then the next week, the second week in, I guess I'm going to do these separately. The second week in March, you're looking at the Knight of Cups. So second week in March is going to feel, this is all backwards, so I move and it shows the opposite. That's asking me for balance. All right, Knight of Cups is an energy of youthfulness, of like almost brash, brazen, shifting and changing. This is like, really forward movement. Cups, though, is really about love and feeling altruistic, joyful, emotional, in love, that youthful way of being in love and that power and the role. It's got the ocean on his shoulder and wings on his helmet and looks like a bird. And this is just a beautiful card, very energetic card that is, it's peaceful at the same time. It's energetic and it's peaceful. I know I'm tilting it in the wrong direction. Anyway, if you can look, just look at that. That's amazing. Night. So that's the energy of the second week for you, Taurus. It's powerful. It's a powerful movement, yet not the necessity to just, totally bat out of hell. There's because it's cups. There's this. It's just an energy of coming together. It's calming energy while a lot of movement happens, which is really unusual. It's a balancing, it feels like, which is great. The next week, the third week in March for you Tauruses, looks like it's going to be overshadowed by, or overlit, better yet, yes, by the Six of Wands. I love this card. This is the Victor card. This is coming back from what felt like a battle. Totally victorious. Crazy proud. Everybody's in good shape. Nobody's, been hurt that badly. And there's kind of a knowing, there's like a knowing now that the whole battle thing has probably seen its last days. There's just really a sense of joy, of happiness, of being welcomed home, it's like, yes, I did it. So that's great. Great card. 6. The next card, the next month, the last week of the month of March, for you Tauruses, is the Ace of Cups. Oh, yeah. Yum. Look at that. Oh, that's delicious. Got that beautiful lotus overflowing cup with the sunshine coming out of the center of it. It's lit. It has God presence within it. It's spilling out onto the planet, onto the earth. It's filling up the oceans, and out of that grows these beautiful lotuses, overlit by the dove, the the bird of peace. Wow. New beginnings, new beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beginnings are, that's the energy of the last week. Wow. That's amazing. Now this second deck, we'll see what that's got for us, but I'm already seeing from the first glance that the first card that overlights the whole week is just absolutely stunning. I love her. She's the priestess. She's my girl. She's the priestess, and she is the 2. This is coming togetherness, bringing things together, and this again, you know, so much of the messages these days. This is the energy of bringing the light. Oops, there you go, and the dark. One on either side. The realization that both exist, both are necessary for the experience, both are praiseworthy, and both are at your disposal. They're at your behest. So what this is saying is that the priestess has learned to look at the light and the dark and see the value in both, and to rewrite the story of what dark means, because the story being ignored, being released, not being paid attention to, not being owned, and you know, being kind of the evil stepchild in a closet somewhere, is how, you know, we've been taught to even think about anything dark, and yet it's part of how the light grows. It's absolutely necessary. So the priestess is the feminine energy that has learned this alchemy. And she sits in that balanced state, in a state of, instead of being, you know, in some opulent castle with jewels dripping everywhere, she realizes that the true castle, oh my God, is that, you know, is being in nature, being one with nature, commanding nature from a place of absolute love and knowingness. And by the realization that all parts of nature are valid and necessary and praiseworthy and celebration worthy. Woo! That's powerful. Okay, so big, strong, my goodness. Taurus, you guys, this is crazy. It's amazing. All right, so the first week is the Chariot. Whoa. This is the number 7. It's a spiritual number. This again is about, this is two, this is backwards and I can't do that. Okay, let's see. So we've got 2 horses right here. This one is usually depicted as black in some of the other cards, and this is the white one, and there is the, this is a man on this particular one, but he's the rider. He's the rider on the chariot, and the chariot is storming through the waters, storming through shifting, changing, intuitive, forward movement. So this is really about getting your intuition on big time. It's about gathering it all up and releasing it to do what it does. It knows what to do, and when you allow nature to take its course and all you do is sit in the balanced space, driving it through your intention of going somewhere good, it's going to take you there. All right? So, wow, incredible first week. And that goes with, on top of the, next to the Hermit for the first week from the other card deck, and that is using all your wisdom and shining the light for other people. And when you do that, you actually set yourself free to even move forward because of that balance of having and giving, and then having this come together and get that forward movement on. So this allows for this energy to be set in forward motion. Woo! All right, second week in the second deck is the Ace of Pentacles. This again, wow, another ace. Still, yeah, we do have another one. That was in the first deck. But anyway, this is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is also along with the Knight of Cups. So that's the second week in March for you Tauruses. The Knight of Cups was about really kind of balancing the potential of the night energy of the virility and forward movement, and really kind of the vigor of youth and testosterone, with cups, which is love and intuition, very feminine. So there's this balance, and being able to take that really gives a lot of strength for new birth. It's like two things coming together. Everything seems to be saying that. And along with that, something is birth. This is brand new, and this is new. New way of seeing Earth, new way of seeing physicality, brand new beginnings. The poppy is in here, that red, which is masculine. You've got all of the burning off of the past, the sun energy, which is, again, it's magnetic, it's informative. And then this beauty of what draws it into oneness to create something brand new. That sounds really interesting, and it's funny because there's no telling what that newness is with what I see right now. So the next set of cards, which is the third week in March, is, yeah, you can see I'm going to have to do these together from now on, from the beginning. I hope you're sticking with me on this. This is fun. So the third week in March, for the second deck, is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is reminiscing. It almost feels like it's really looking for positive things from the past that brought you joy, that brought you a sense of belonging and oneness and kindness and sincere connectivity, a sense of not being jaded, remember those times? Kind of revisiting the feeling of what it was like to not be jaded, and being with other people, and kind of almost readjusting everything that happened in between, so that energy shines into now and allows for this now to be awakened. Ooh, that's good. Wow, that's really great. It's a beautiful card, too. It's like, these children, but they're adults, and they've got these cups that have flowers in them, and the flowers are, fragrant and beautiful, and there's just this gathering togetherness and beauty all around them, and just, they just enjoy being themselves and being there. And everything around them just becomes beautiful because of that. So beautiful energy for your third week, and that's matched up with, on top, the upper one was the coming back from war. It's the Six of Wands, and being a victor, really being a victor, and kind of having the sense that war isn't necessary anymore, and it's time to return to the more innocent times in your stories, and let that shine into the now, and burn off all of that memory and the pain from what war and being separated from self has done, to the psyche. It's a cleansing almost. So you're able to do this through your imagination. You literally open up portals through your imagination, going back into that more childlike state, that innocent state, and letting that cleanse the energy up until the now. That's doable. Go for it. Wow. So there's your quest for the third week, and really incredible transformational energies going on right now. Aries was different yet similar, very cool. So the last week of the month for you, Taurus, is the second. I'm going to have to, I'm doing this differently later, sorry. Is the second deck, which is, this one is the Sun. Oh my gosh, this is great. Oh my God, you Tarians, or Tauruses. I am so stoked for you. This is what is ending up your month. This is the Sun. The Sun is just absolutely amazing. It's the number 19. It ends up being 2. It's the sun's shining on your back and you no longer needing to put on any armor, any clothing, which really kind of means that he's got a little bit of clothing on. Most of the time they don't. And this is just drapey kind of stuff, I guess, you know. Wow, he is in his own power. His horses, you know, just an extension. They are extensions of each other. And, you know, this is really coming into your world in that state of nakedness, which is very much like that childlike state of not being jaded, of really being open and playful in your thoughts, and in bringing in a sense of innocence to your stories now, you know, overwriting old stories that you got from society's, you know, conditioning, really, but, you know, it's all rewritable. And this is the time now for these things to be rewritten. Check this out, the last week, both decks. Top deck is the Ace of Cups, which is all about love and just massive power here. It's just pouring out pure love, overlit by the sun, God, you know, all of that information coming down into the waters and filling the earth. Beautiful lotuses coming up from that, and the dove of peace overlighting all of it. So that's huge. That's brand new beginnings that have incredible potential. Beautiful, brand new, loving potential for seeing life in a whole new way. And then having the sun that basically is taking that energy and going out into the world with it. So, wow. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I did. It is jam-packed with power. I mean, the energy in this, very much like Aries too. Really, really, really powerful reading. In fact, I feel differently. I almost feel like the energy of these decks and this whole exercise of reading these is bringing in another energy, more expanded energy of myself. So cool. Anyway, thank you very much, Taurus. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful month. I'd love to hear from you and find out if you are on board with this, how it looks after the month is over. If I can do a reading for you, you can find me on Facebook, Judy Jandora, and get in touch with me from there. Or yeah, I'll find another way of doing that too. Or get in touch with me on here. Just write a request and I'll check it out. So thank you so much. Happy March. Happy 2016. I love you all. Take care.